I want to yield to the gentleman from Princeton to my right here, who has been at Occupy New York. He was in Occupy Wall Street. He was in New York 2 days. Was in Boston earlier this week. Came in town last night and insisted that he wanted to come see you today. So he's been all around the country. And I want to introduce Dr. West in just a second, but I wanted to say a quick word of thanks to you for your courage, for your conviction, and for your commitment to this cause. For your courage, for your conviction, and for your commitment to this cause. Dr. West and I have been on a poverty tour starting early this summer. We got on a bus and went to 11 states, 18 cities to try to put a face on poverty in this country. And so your mission and your method is consistent with our mission and our method of trying to raise higher on the American agenda the plight of the poor in this country. Something is wrong on the so-called greatest nation on the earth. When almost 50 million people are now living in poverty. Increasingly more women and more children. I don't need to convince you of that. You already know that. In this regard, I'm preaching to the choir. You already know the stats, and that's why you're out here. But I think in America, and my role in the media, on television and radio every day, is to try to humanize these numbers, to try to put a face on what this struggle, this fight is all about. And so we got on the bus this summer, these 11 states and 18 cities, to try to highlight the fight of the poor. As I said earlier, to raise higher on the American agenda their issues. There's nothing worse, nothing more dangerous you can do to a human being than to make him or her feel invisible. And in this country, too many poor people are being rendered invisible. They're treated as disposable. They don't matter. They don't count. And our leaders in Washington are not serious enough about coming up with a plan to eradicate poverty in this country. And so we got on this bus to try to spend some time with poor people of all races, of all colors, of all creeds, of all persuasions, to get a sense of what the new poor in this country look like. And you know what we found out? On top of the perennially poor in this country, we discovered that the new poor in America are the former